Today, I'm gonna have you flipping for these Halloween DIYs. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Courtney. Today we are doing some budget-friendly Halloween DIYs, and the best part, when you're done watching my video, you can go check out my friend Whitney over at Whiskey and Wit. She's got an awesome channel. She's a dear friend, and she's gonna have a ton of Halloween DIYs for you as well. Her video will be linked down below in the description box. Now let's get crafting. For this DIY, you want to start by grabbing yourself a pack of these plastic eyeballs from Dollar Tree. You also want to pick out several different types of fabric that give you all Halloween vibes. All of my fabric came from Hobby Lobby, and I ended up getting an 1/8 of a yard, which was way more than I needed, but I've got extra. You're going to cut down some pieces that will end up measuring 5.5 inches by 4 inches. Now we need to wrap all of our eyeballs with our fabric squares. So to do that, you want to use a little bit of hot glue. Put a little hot glue down on your eyeball, stick the fabric on, wrap it around, secure it again with the fabric, and then tie off both of the ends. You could use a variety of things here, from twine to ribbon. I am using some black elastic that I got from Hobby Lobby, and the combinations are endless here. You could fray the ends of the fabric, you could use pinking shears and get that look, but we have made ourselves some really cute festive Halloween faux candies. Now, this DIY is part 2 to the one that you just saw. It's super easy. I wanted to make a cute little sign to display next to my fake candies. This is just a chalkboard sign from Dollar Tree, and I simply just cut out a decal with my CRICUT. I will link that CRICUT file down below if you happen to have a CRICUT, but if you don't, grab some stickers. You can get the same look just as easily. I love to get letter stickers, especially from Hobby Lobby if you happen to have those, but Dollar Tree has them as well. And I wanted to add 2 candies to my sign, so I took some half wooden circles and again covered them with that exact same fabric, glued all that down, and now I've got a cute little sign to display next to my candies. Grab this black plate from Dollar Tree and some white paint. You want to begin by splatter painting all over this plate. Once you've done that, in the top left corner, or I guess top left area of the plate, because this plate doesn't have corners, you want to paint a white circle. This is going to turn into a moon. To make it look like a moon, you want to go in and accent it with a little bit of gray paint. So you want to use a lighter shade of gray along with a darker shade. I am using Waverly chalk paint in the color Silver Lining and Elephant. While the plate is drying, you want to grab 2 of these wooden ghosts and paint them with some white paint. Again, I'm just using some chalk paint here. And then we need to work on the fence. So to make the fence, you want to grab some popsicle sticks and give them a point at the top. Now, this project was made quite a while ago, so it's before I had my miter shears, so I just cut it off with scissors to get that point. And then for the long piece to go across my pickets, this is a large popsicle stick from Walmart that I cut down to just the right size. For the fence, I decided to paint that with some black paint. Once that was all painted, I also grabbed myself some of the black paint to kind of just distress these ghosts just a little bit with a fan brush, just kind of went on the edges and lightly over the ghosts, and then painted 2 of these jack-o'-lantern wooden cutouts with some orange paint. Now it was time to make the tree. Now to make the tree, I'm just using lunch sacks from Dollar Tree, and you want to cut them, and we're going to just start twisting them to make a trunk, and then twist pieces to make the branches. With all the pieces that we need to make this Halloween scene on the plate, we are ready to start assembling. You're going to need to grab some hot glue and start by gluing your tree down to the plate after you've kind of pieced the pieces together like I am here. I made kind of the bottom of the trunk kind of spread out and then the crazy little branches are all twisted. Glue the ghost down again using some hot glue. Glue the fence down. I'm going to add some moss and glue that down as well as the little jack-o'-lantern pumpkins. And then this plate is ready to be displayed. For this Halloween DIY, you will need 3 of these houses from Dollar Tree, preferably the tall one. You want to pop out the backs of the houses, and we're going to cover those with some Halloween scrapbook paper. The scrapbook paper I'm using comes from this 5-season pack that Hobby Lobby has. They have a different one every single year, and it's really a great pack if you just want a variety of scrapbook paper. I'm going to trace around the back of the houses, cut that out, and then attach my scrapbook paper to the back of the houses and get those nice and secure back into the house frames. From there, you want to grab some of the mini skeletons, and I went in and kind of just fixed the eyes a little bit with the Sharpie marker. And then this is where I kind of struggled a little bit because I wasn't quite sure. I was trying to do the see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. And at first I was like, oh, okay, let me use some super glue. And then I put them through this whole torture process. Like I was kind of, I don't know. And then in the end I was like, why am I doing this? I just need to take some pens and brave it and stab them. And that's what I did. So I took tiny little pins and stabbed their hands where they needed to go on the skeletons. Now it was time to secure those skeletons down into the houses, and to do that I'm just using some hot glue and getting them tacked into the houses to make sure they're nice and secure. I had 3 of these wooden pieces from Dollar Tree. I painted them black, and then I went in with some white chalk paint over the black paint. And to make the actual sign, I wanted these to kind of hang and dangle down. So I took some dowel rods from Dollar Tree, and I have a longer piece that I just used some brown wax. And then I trimmed a smaller piece and I hot glued them together. So you're kind of making like an upside down L, I guess you could say. And from there, I just took a Sharpie marker and I just wrote the words on my sign. You certainly could do a CRICUT decal if you wanted to, or use stickers, but I was just trying to keep it super simple. And to get them to hang on the sign, I did add twine loops with just a little bit of hot glue and put those on the back of it, and then that way they would dangle down. And the last step was just to get these signs attached to each of the skeleton houses. Grab 3 foam dice and some white paint to get this DIY started. Coat all of these dice with the paint. I'm using chalk paint. It covers really well, especially on these foam dice. Then find yourself some wooden letters. This one is from Dollar Tree, and I'm using some black paint to get that painted. And then you could use wooden O's if you'd like to, but I decided to use these wooden jack-o'-lanterns, also from Dollar Tree. Painted those orange. Before I attached those to my foam dice, I took a fan brush and brushed some black paint all over those. Then I hot glued down my bee and my 2 jack-o'-lanterns. You want to hot glue all 3 of your dice, just stacking them on top of each other. And to top off the very top of this cute little boo stack, I just took a witch hat and hot glued that and stuck it in there, and this was ready to go. Quick An easy makeover is a theme of this DIY. Grab one of the Dollar Tree lanterns that they have often throughout the year, all kinds of different varieties. You want to go around it taking alternating paint colors, so do white, black, and then the very top part I just added a little orange accent, and that's it. This one is really simple to do, just a quick little thing that goes great with other pieces just to kind of pull your Halloween decor together. You will need a mason jar and a tag for this next DIY. I happen to find 2 in 1 here with this jar from Dollar Tree, but you can buy them separately. For the tag, I'm going to paint it white and then set it aside. Let that dry. We'll do something to that in just a minute. You're going to need to grab one of these tinsel witch hats and take off the little buckle sticker there, but you can leave the tinsel on there. You do not have to take that off if you don't want to. Then picking up some of your favorite Halloween fabric. This is just one of the Halloween scarves from Dollar Tree. You want to cover that witch's hat with the fabric. Once the witch hat is all covered, take some nautical rope and hot glue that just right there around the rim. And then I made my own broom. This was before Dollar Tree started carrying the little brooms at Halloween. And to make my broom, I just took a dowel rod from Dollar Tree. I took some raffia and made it look like I was making a tassel, kind of that same process. And I essentially made a raffia tassel and hot glued my dowel rod to that. So I had a broom and hot glued that directly to the hat. Then remember the tag that we painted white? Well, now I'm going to stamp a fun little Halloween something on there. I'm just going to use the boo jar since it's a jar and it says boo, and I just thought that was cute. I'm going to stamp that down and get that tag attached, and then all you have to do is just add your favorite candy to this jar and it's ready to go. Grab some fabric for this next DIY. So you want to grab some fabric that just makes you think of Halloween. Both of these fabrics came from Hobby Lobby. It's my favorite place to buy fabric. And we want to cut these down to strips. So you want the strips of fabric to be about 1 inch wide or 1 inch wide and about 3 inches long. Once you get all of those cut, we're going to take those strips of fabric and tie them to the pumpkin wreath form from Dollar Tree, making sure to alternate going orange, black, orange, black, orange, black. And once it's all tied, now this is one of those plop down and watch a movie type DIYs, it looks like this. To finish off the pumpkin, I did take some of the black and white checked fabric and I wrapped that around the stem to get it all nice and finished and get that covered. And then I decided, I don't know why I decided this, because when it's done, it looks like there's a ghost in jail, but you know, that's okay. So I kind of made my ghost a little happier because I don't do a lot of Halloween decor, if I'm being honest, in my house. And I'm not a big fan of the whole spooky stuff. So that's why most of my Halloween decor has got a happy vibe. But you want to take this wood cut out from Dollar Tree, paint it white. I went in with a little bit of black paint to distress it and just kind of give it a little bit of detail. Took some wooden letters from Dollar Tree, painted them black and hot glued those directly to my ghost. And then I put the ghost inside of the pumpkin. Now, when this is finished, it honestly looks like my kids saw it and were like, why is that ghost in jail? I don't know why he's in jail, but he just is. But adding the fairy lights, it does look really cute at night, and it kind of looks like the ghost is coming through the pumpkin. So definitely turned out really, really cute, and it's just a great little piece that you can hang up for your Halloween decor. I grabbed this little witch sign and flipped it over for this next DIY. I painted the bottom portion of it white and the witch hat black. Then taking some of this magnetic tape roll, honestly, you could use felt, you could use cardboard, you could use anything. I cut a little square in the center out so that I can make kind of a buckle for the witch hat. This file I just created on my CRICUT. I will link the cut file down below for you, and I added it, but again, you could use stickers, you could make a printable, find a printable, and I taped off a portion of the witch hat and then painted that gold and added that little magnet buckle. And that's it. This was a very simple, cute little sign. I kind of had a whole vignette thing going. So that leads me into this next DIY, which is going to be taking this coffee candle from Dollar Tree and just kind of giving it a fresh look. I simply just took the little wrapper and flipped it around to where it was white. And then I just created a little printable, stuck it on there, and that's it. There you go. Another little piece to go with that Hocus Pocus Coffee Company sign. Now this DIY is one of those quick little easy DIYs that's kind of more of an accent piece. I have some Hocus Pocus themed DIY, so this was to go with that. This little sign came from Dollar Tree, so you just want to grab some type of little sign from Dollar Tree, and this one in particular was just too shiny, so that is why I went in with some white chalk paint. I did create a decal on my CRICUT that just says Hocus Pocus Cafe, and I put that down on the sign. And then just to kind of give this not such a, I don't know, fresh new look, I took my ink pad and a makeup sponge from Dollar Tree, and I just use that to distress around the edges of the sign, and then that's it. This one, like I said, is more of kind of an accent piece, but it's super simple and you can whip it out in no time at all. This ghost wooden cutout is the star of the next DIY. To start, I painted the ghost white and ended up painting the base of this with some black paint. I wanted my ghost to hold a cute little banner, so I found some scrapbook paper. This was actually from a 5 seasons pack that Hobby Lobby sells. They have one every year, and I cut 3 triangles out of the scrapbook paper and then took some of these Dollar Tree stickers and put the word boo, putting 1 letter on each triangle, and then just took twine, hot glued these pieces of scrapbook paper directly to the twine and attached the twine to my ghost again using some hot glue, and that's it. This one is done. Now this DIY was inspired by my friend Sarah Jane over at Chic on the Cheap. You want to start by grabbing yourself a metal binder ring and a wooden bead. Both of those need to be painted with some black paint. Then grab a frame from Dollar Tree. It could be any frame you want. I opted to grab a black frame that had a white mat in it, and I created a printable that says, "I've got a feeling inside my bones." I put that inside of the frame. I did take the glass out of it, did not put the glass back in, and then taking one of the mini skeletons from Dollar Tree, I attached him to my printable, so that's why you can kind of see the words are off to the left so that I had room for my skeleton on the right. And then I decided he needed a top hat, so I took some cardstock and just cut away until I created a little top hat to put on there, glued it all down, and then this sign was ready to be displayed. This DIY is a super simple one. I grabbed some pearl metallic paint in the color silver and painted it all over this jar that I found from Dollar Tree. I was surprised I didn't have a cork topping, but I figured out how to fix that in just a second. Now on the jar, I created a little printable. I wanted to put one that said ghost tears, so I just cut this out. This is how I'm solving that topper problem. I just cut a small piece of wood and that'll be the topper for the bottle. To get the printable attached, I just used a glue stick and stuck that directly on my jar. I also finished it off with a little bit of twine, and this was ready to be displayed. Grab yourself an eek sign and let's give this thing a little bit of an update. I'm gonna start by taking some black paint and just painting this entire sign black. Now I did go on to my CRICUT and cut out some decals, spider webs and spiders, but Dollar Tree has such cute stickers. Check out this little haunted house that I made in a previous video. The little accents on there, those are all stickers from Dollar Tree. So definitely look for some fun stickers because they have them this year in the stores. This ghost is going to get, the best way I can describe it, a darling little makeover. To start, you want to take off all of that tinsel off of the ghost. Make sure that the two pieces, because they are snapped together, are nice and secure. And then you want to go in with a fluffy white yarn. This one came from Hobby Lobby, and you're going to wrap it all over the ghost. Once the ghost is wrapped, take the eyes that were on it originally and the mouth and just give them a fresh coat of black paint and hot glue those down to your ghost. Then find a cute ribbon. I'm just using this black and white buffalo check ribbon that came from Hobby Lobby and hot glue that to the top of the head. And this is what's going to make it super darling. Grab some fake eyelashes from the Dollar Tree and cut some little lashes and hot glue those to the ghost. I'm telling you, it takes it from a cute ghost to a super cute ghost in no time at all. Grab yourself one of the brooms from Dollar Tree and 3 popsicle sticks. I'm using the mini popsicle sticks from Walmart, but you could use any that you have. You want to start by taking off the rounded edges of the popsicle sticks and kind of cutting them at the slant. I'm using my miter shears to get that done. Then take the 3 sticks, or popsicle sticks I should say, and paint them with some orange paint. Once that's dry, you want to grab yourself a marker, and I'm just writing this, if the, and then on the next one says broom fits. The last one will say fly it, and hot glue those directly to your broom. And then I just added a little wooden witch hat, also hot glue that to the bottom of the broom, and this was ready to go. Let's make a cute Halloween garland with some of these felt shapes from Dollar Tree. I ended up using the ghosts and the bats, and for this you're going to end up having 3 ghosts and 2 bats. Now once you go through and punch out all the little cutout parts that need to be done, these were just super thin, so what I ended up doing was gluing 2 of them together. So I started with the bat, I glued 2 pieces together, and as you can tell, I'm going to show you in just a second what it looks like to have 2 glued together versus just the one. The one was just really thin and really flimsy. I felt like it was a little more high-end looking having 2 glued together. Once that was done, I needed something to put these little cutouts on, and I decided to go with some of the shoelaces from Dollar Tree. They had black shoelaces, and I thought that would be perfect. Now, they weren't super long, so I ended up having to glue 2 black shoelaces together to make sure I got the length that I needed. And once that was done, I took some felt balls and I strung them up on my shoelace. The last step was to take a little bit of hot glue and attach my ghosts and bats directly to my shoelace string, and then this garland was ready to be hung up. And now it's time to give a facelift to this word, boo. So to do that, I started off with 3 different colors of paint. I painted the bee with some white paint. I painted the O with some orange paint and the bottom O with some yellow paint. The exclamation point got some black paint. Once that paint was all dry, I took a Sharpie marker and just went in and made some dashes all along the B, both of the O's. For the exclamation point, I did go in with a white marker and accentuate that. To finish it off, I took some of these ghost wood stickers and put them on there, and I just left them natural colored, but you certainly could paint them if you wanted to. Also, after staring at that exclamation point, I decided to just go in because my marker was being wonky and I couldn't get little white dashes and I didn't want to paint it. So I just went ahead and painted that black and left it like that, and then this was ready to go. For the last two DIYs, I wanted to show you these two Halloween DIYs. I actually incorporated them in my last fall video. So to get those tutorials, I will link that video down below in the description box, along with anything else that I use in today's video. You can find it down there. But I made this ghost out of some Dollar Tree foam board. And then of course the haunted house was made with one of the Dollar Tree haunted houses and all those fun stickers that Dollar Tree has in store. I hope you enjoyed all of these Dollar Tree Halloween DIYs. Let me know down below which one of these was your favorite. Also, let me know, what is your favorite candy when it comes to Halloween candy? What is your sweet treat preference? If you're visiting from Whitney's channel, please say hi down in the comments so that I can say hi back. And if you go check out Whitney, let her know that I sent you. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Here are some more videos you might enjoy, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!